Welcome to the road to 1 million US dollars. Let's get right into the Bitcoin chart for today. Starting off on this 1 day time frame for Bitcoin, because right now we have actually filled the CME gap that was sitting at 62.8K, as I was talking about for the last couple days or so, even when we were trading at the bottom of the range. Now, in the case that you don't know, over 90% of CME gaps tend to get filled, and this case was no different. We went straight up to the CME gap. So now that this CME gap has been filled, what can we expect next here for the Bitcoin price? That is exactly what I'm going to analyze in this video today and show you some of the key levels that you should be watching right now. As always, I'm going to start with the most important things first. So right here, you can see a rejection from the Fibonacci golden pocket on the 4-hour time frame for Bitcoin, which is between the 0.65 level and the 0.618 Fibonacci level. So between 62,000 all the way up to 62.7K. And this is a critical level of resistance, because in the case that you see Bitcoin breaking through this golden pocket, then likely we will see more bullish momentum after that. However, guys, keep in mind that this is a very strong level of resistance, as I said in previous videos, because now that we have seen this rejection, it is quite important that we see some kind of bump above this sometime soon. Otherwise, we will likely start testing lower Fibonacci levels. We've actually already started that process here. As of the time of recording, we have tested this 0.5 levels, sitting at about 59.5K. Now, in the case that this does not hold, so you see confirmed candle closes below this level here, in that case, you could be looking lower to this 0.382 Fibonacci level sitting at 57K. Now, besides that, taking a look at the bigger support and resistance levels for Bitcoin, right here you can see that we are right now potentially getting rejected from this big level of resistance here from 60,000 all the way up to 62.4K. So I would also say pay attention to this 60K level, because in the case that we start getting confirmed candle closes below 60K, it would not be strange to see us move into this level below it, between 58 all the way down to 56,000 US dollars for the Bitcoin price. Now, you might be wondering, why is the price above this level, but it is marked as a level of resistance? And this is because after we saw a bit of a rejection, we basically just shot straight through this and moved into the next level of resistance without first testing this as a level of support. So therefore, I cannot confirm this as a level of support yet. We would have to see a move back down and then bouncing off of there to actually confirm that this is a level of support. Because so long as that does not happen, let's say that you at some point get a rejection, the Bitcoin price can literally just fall straight through this level, because it has not tested this as a level of support after breaking above it again. So that is something that I'm keeping an eye on as well. Now, in the case that you see Bitcoin trading above 62.4K, then the next big level of resistance here is going to be from 65 all the way up to 66,000 US dollars. So potentially this is something to be looking out for if you actually see those confirmed candle closes above 62.4K. Now, taking a look at the Bitcoin liquidation heat map for today, first of all, on this 1 month time frame, as you can see right here, we took out a lot of liquidity on this move to the downside recently. However, right now there is a lot of liquidity to the upside that is left. And in the case that you don't know, typically the Bitcoin price gets attracted to where there is the most liquidity on this chart. For example, on this move down, it was actually right here to the downside. However, now at this point, we have most of the liquidity to the upside, sitting at 70.5K. So this is potentially a level that the Bitcoin price can get attracted to. And zooming out to the 3-month time frame, you can see that again we have a lot of liquidity at about 70K, but there is even more liquidity at 72.4K. So if we start breaking some of these resistance levels to the upside here and get close to these big levels of liquidity, I think it would not be strange to eventually actually see us grab this liquidity. In fact, I've been saying this for a very long time at this point. Even down here, when people were saying the bull run was over, even down here, when people were saying the bull run was over, I kept saying, guys, we have a lot of liquidity to the upside here, and I do not think the bull run is actually over. Now, I might be completely wrong. Obviously, I cannot know. But for me personally, based on the data that I looked at, I think it is more likely that at the very least, we are going to grab this liquidity to the upside first. But that is about it for my spot Bitcoin trading strategy. What I actually do the most is leverage trade on the lower time frames and I actually send out trading signals in my Discord group, which you can join completely for free with the second link in the video description. So come check that out. You can join the Road to 1 Million community completely for free. Here you can see some of the wins of people that are trading based on these signals. So if this is something you're interested in, once you have joined the server and verified, you simply go to this trading signals access channel. Once you have clicked on that, you will read these 3 steps, and once you have completed these 3 steps, you will get access to the trading signals completely for free. Now, moving on with the Bitcoin analysis here, taking a look at the Bitcoin ETF flow tables for today. Yesterday, we saw a net inflow of about $200 million, which is a very nice thing to see. And obviously, if we continue to see massive inflows into these Bitcoin ETFs every single weekday, then this is going to have an upwards pressuring effect on the Bitcoin price. So it would likely push the Bitcoin price higher. Now, one thing that is slightly concerning here is that we saw a net outflow of about $180 million from the Grayscale Bitcoin ETF. So today, these other ETFs actually bought up all that Bitcoin. However, if we continue to see $200 million worth of outflows every day from Grayscale and the other ETFs are not buying up this Bitcoin, then the tables will turn very quickly, right? So that is something to pay attention to and to keep an eye on. So I will continue to keep tracking this every single day. And if you want to stay up to date with the crypto markets, then make sure to subscribe to my channel with notifications on. Lastly here, guys, I'm really trying to reach 5,000 subscribers. So if you can help me with that by subscribing, I would really appreciate it. So thank you very much for that. This has been today's market update. Thank you very much for watching once again. Don't forget to come check out the Discord community, and I will see you again tomorrow in the next one.